How's it going, everyone? Blueknight here, and welcome back to another Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time video. So Gamescom 2020 just kicked off yesterday with the opening night livestream, where various games were showcased, including a full uncut demo for Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. I actually just posted a video where I basically broke down the entire demo, and if you're a fan of Ratchet & Clank and want to check out that video, the card is located in the top right corner. But Crash Bandicoot 4, which is most likely while you're here, the game also made an appearance at Gamescom 2020's opening night livestream. Although maybe not as big as an appearance as Ratchet & Clank was. Yes, we did have the typical live action commercial with the Crash mascot suit guy. I mean, come on, you gotta love these. Especially when Crash is interacting with the Gamescom robot. Okay, that was great. And of course, Crash, well, the mascot suit, now has a mask. Get it? Because Crash 4 has a focus on new mask mechanics, and Crash wears masks in the games. Okay, never mind. On the other hand though, you kinda have to feel sorry for the guy in the Crash suit, because now he can't see. Like, at all. I don't even think he can breathe in there. At least, no way that I can tell.
Help! I need oxygen. Wow!
And before I forget, the main theme of the game that was featured in the press-only demo from a while back is featured in this promo video. Take a listen. Anyways, what was announced was a new set of levels called Flashback Tapes, or Flashback levels, and essentially what these are is that they tell the origin stories of both Crash and Coco, rewinding time back to the 90s, before the events of the first Crash Bandicoot game. You know, when Crash escapes from Dr. Cortex. And this is indicated by the dates in the lower right side of the screen during these levels. 1996, the same year that the original Crash Bandicoot game released. It's a really nice attention to detail. And there's Crunch Bandicoot, being experimented on way before Wrath of Cortex. And just my quick little theory here, but since Crunch has already been referenced in this game twice, I have a feeling that they're gonna rewrite him for a new introduction. I don't know about in Crash 4, so we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. And there's also a Spyro sheep as well. Really appreciate these Spyro Easter eggs. But back to the flashback levels, it's showing that Cortex was recording his experiments while they progressed through some ridiculously hard levels. I mean seriously, these look really hard. In fact, Lou Studdard, who's the design producer at Toys for Bob, described these rooms as devious puzzle rooms. And I can see why, just look at these bounce crates. Jumping on them twice turns them into a nitro crate. Oh goody, as if nitro crates weren't already stressful enough. And now I got a feeling that these will be in the main story adventure just looking at this footage. And fun fact, in the flashback levels we can actually hear Cortex narrating throughout each of these levels, even explaining how some of these crates were ideas of his own. That's according to Lou Studdard in IGN's interview, which I'll link in the description below if you want to check that out. But just how do we get into these flashback levels? Well, they sort of function like death routes, which I believe have also been confirmed for this game. You have to go through certain levels in the game without dying a single time, collect the tape, and then you get transported to before Crash and Coco escape from Cortex. As for them taking you back to the main level to continue where you left off, or if it takes you straight to the end of a level, like certain death routes did in the Insane Trilogy, we're not too sure on that just yet, but I'm gonna have to say it's the former and not the latter, because that would seem to make the most sense if you ask me. Also, real quick, in the footage that we got of these flashback levels, we can hear some remixed tracks from the Insane Trilogy, like Castle Machinery, Hang 8, and many others. Take a listen. Now, in the game's press release, and thanks to Jump Button CB for posting this over on Twitter, it seems to imply that the flashback levels are going to be in the game day one, and that they're going to sort of be like a sample of more flashback levels coming later down the line as DLC. And to give you an idea of what exactly I mean, focus on the phrase starting at launch. What this means is that you'll get flashback levels day one, but more will most likely come later on as free DLC content. That's right, free DLC, possibly. And why I say that is because Toys for Bob has been making it very clear that Crash 4 will not have microtransactions whatsoever. Then Wampa Gem over on Twitter shared this image of the PlayStation website, not the PlayStation Store, saying that in-game purchases in Crash 4 are optional. So yes, the Xbox Store did mention in-app purchases as well, which led to the whole microtransaction eruption. But don't go and use this as a way to say that microtransactions are included in the game. This is not what it means. Like I said, Toys for Bob made it very clear that there is not going to be any microtransactions, period. And other than the Australian ratings board changing Crash 4's rating from M to PG, I don't have anything else to really say besides trying to imagine a Crash Bandicoot game having an M rating. I just can't see it, to be honest. But anyways guys, that's all I really have to say for this video. If I missed anything important or really anything else at all, then please be sure to leave it all down in the comment section below, as well as your thoughts on these new flashback levels. Also be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date when any more Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time news and updates happen to pop up. And once again, thank you all for watching and the support. I've been Blueknight, and I'll see you guys back here next time.
What?